Hello, Kyle here. I am going to review the new Marvel Studios series, Miss Marvel, which just premiered on Disney Plus today. It's the first episode, and I gotta tell you, I loved it. I thought it was just delightful and charming and just so much fun. Now, the Miss Marvel story basically centers around Kamala Khan, who is a young Muslim Pakistani young girl who is basically trying to find herself in the world at the same time. She's a fangirl and she really loves the Avengers and she loves the character of Captain Marvel. And it's because of this that she, at least in the first episode, she wants to go to this thing called Avengers Con, which is like a Comic Con / Star Wars celebration for the Avengers, which I would totally be down for this to be a real thing, because if you get the actors from all the movies to come to this, and if it's, somewhere close, I would totally be down going to it. But anyway, I think that it was really cute to see how the MCU looks at the Avengers and what does a young girl in high school think of these people, because we've seen what a young boy in high school and Peter Parker thinks of the Avengers, but what does really a young girl think of them, and especially a Muslim Pakistani girl, who I think is played by one of the best breakout stars I think we've seen in definitely the MCU. And I'm not too sure if Iman Vellani, who plays Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan, I don't know if she's been in anything else. I believe this might be her first acting performance, but I will say that she is the show. She is everything that you wish to see from Kamala Khan as a character. She is the living embodiment of Miss Marvel. And I believe Iman Vellani is going to be the future of the MCU. She has a bright future ahead of her, and we are going to see a lot more of her, especially in the Marvels coming out next year, technically Captain Marvel 2, where she will be reprising her role as Kamala. But in this show, she's just so vibrant and she's so excited to be doing what she's doing. I haven't gotten to, when she fully understands her powers and when she gets her accurate, costume from the comics. But right now, she is everything you want to see from a young woman in the MCU, and just the representation for just every single Muslim Pakistani girl and boy and person that literally is watching this show now and sees someone that looks like them on the screen. It's just unbelievable. And I just love how everything is part of the culture, whether it's the music, whether it's the clothing, whether it's the even drawings and art. You can feel from the direction, from the writing, you can feel this is something that is truly representative of the community it's trying to represent. And I applaud Marvel Studios for once again trying to tell the story of every person that exists in this country, in this world. And I think that it's just really, really beautiful that we get to a point now where we can see these characters on screen. The supporting cast are all great, whether it's Kamala's mother, her father, I believe her brother. I wasn't too sure if that guy was her brother, but I think he's her brother. Whether it's her best friend, she has, I believe, another friend. Even the quote-unquote bully of the show, I kind of liked what they were doing with her. She didn't start off immediately bullying Kamala like they do with every bully because they want to establish that, oh, it's a bully. She starts off kind of accidentally bumping into Kamala. She ends up kind of unsure whether to compliment Kamala's clothing. And I think that was a great way to start up a conversation between these two characters, but at the same time show you that they are characters that don't exactly see on the same side. However, you see later on in the episode that quote-unquote bully is a fan of Captain Marvel herself. So I am hoping that as the series progresses, this bully ends up kind of sharing the same views as Kamala. They've tried to do this with the Flash in the Spider-Man films, but I think the difference here is I really feel a sense of genuine connection and emotional power to this world. All the characters, I believe them to be real people. I believe the mother as she's trying to control her daughter from going out. I believe the father who, in this unbelievably, heart-wrenching scene where he's dressed up as a certain Avenger and he even puts makeup on, and you're like, this dad went all out just to, in his eyes, impress his daughter and also impress his wife. But you feel bad because it's not what Kamala wants. And I just love all the people that surround her in this show. Even her guidance counselor I really liked. I love the music choices, the score. I love the way that the design and the camera work of this show really kind of illustrates a whole other type of story, especially how there's this one amazing shot in the show where the characters are on their bicycles and they're talking about their ideas for what Kamala should wear for her Captain Marvel costume. And as they're moving and they're riding their bicycle around the block, you see on the walls, on the buildings, you see like cartoon images, you see all these types of artwork of various different types of Marvel, Captain Marvel and Marvel characters. And I think that it's definitely, I'm gonna be very careful because every time I watch an MCU show, I did this with Moon Knight, I think I did this with Hawkeye, I think I did this with Loki. Every time I watch these Disney Plus series, I say, this is the best one yet. And lately, they've been kind of disappointing me. Moon Knight started to disappoint me by the end. Hawkeye kind of disappointed me at the end. I'm gonna not say this is the best MCU show yet. I'm gonna wait. And hopefully, when it all ends, it will be the best MCU show. Because right now, I think it is just outstanding. The only criticism I have is some of it feels a little stereotypical on what we've seen with high school type characters, where the parents are controlling, they don't want the high school child to go outside, and they might rebel. That stuff is a little bit stereotypical, but I hope that the show kind of builds upon it, because there are things in there that kind of break out of the stereotype. There are things that I really do love, mostly everything I love about it, that I think just really makes this a special show. So I think everyone should watch this. I think everyone will love this. And thank you so much for watching this video. Have you seen Ms. Marvel? Let me know below. And have a great day. Bye.